Okay, so I'm packing for Julie and I's overnight at a haunted inn. The room that we're staying in is supposedly the haunted room, and I have had some very weird things happen in that room, so I'm looking forward to it, actually. Let's go through my equipment and try to decide, what is valid, what is not valid. I am still in the process of using and negating EMF meter, K2 meter, and thermometer. Just too many variables. The thermometer, unless you're in a controlled room and the temperature is in the drafts are all rid, that's useless. EMF and K2, I've used K2 before where I thought for sure it was an incredibly effective tool because it really doesn't go off unless you have it up against an electric source. But I did discover that it was set in the center of a large room, and when the air conditioner went on, it just went berserk, and it looked like it was answering because it would do it intermittently. But as soon as the air conditioner turned off, it would not go off at all. So that was not as valid as I had thought it would be. EMF meter, once again, unless you're in a shielded environment, it's all very useless, and there's nothing to say in any way that goes hand in hand with ghostly activity. That's just absurd. I have a tap light, just in the hope that something can press it. I have a strobe light because strobe lights can basically stop motion of things. So in case something happens to be moving at such a speed that we can't see it, that would be helpful. I have a buddy of mine who's building me a high-power IR, and that will be nice because it will make it possible for me to film at night without having to use an IR camera. I have a wind chime necklace, which has a few purposes. You can hang it, ask something to move it, which it's a fairly easy to move thing. Of course, you want to be sure you're in a room that's not running air conditioner or doesn't have a window. You can also hang it on a doorknob, and then if a door is to open, which in this room, that's what we know happens, you'll know. It'll be your little early warning device. As well, I'm bringing tape. Seems kind of silly, but we're actually going to tape close that door, so we'll know if it has opened. Some powder, that's always a good thing to put down and see if you can get any kind of markings. Camera, not that I expect to really get anything. Cameras are really kind of useless. Bringing dowsing rods, can do a little experimenting with those. This is my #1 favorite tool for ghost hunting, and as absurd as it is, these are actually rave party favors. You can get 40 of them for like $11 on Amazon. They are Velcro finger rings, and you just put this Velcro ring on your finger, and it is a flashlight. So you don't have to carry a flashlight around. Your hands are free. You can have this little light. It works very adequately, and still be able to do your stuff without getting in the way. One thing I have found out about those that you want to be careful of is that if you run your hand through your hair, the hairs will get onto the Velcro. When you go to take a photograph, you're going to get this incredible little squiggly thing that's going to look amazing, and it's actually your own hair. So you have to be really careful about these things, and really the best tools are still the practical tools, and as I always say, the human witness and observer. Hopefully we can find some patterns, and we have a little technique we're going to try this time to narrow down where the activity is and how to activate it, and I will film that for you too. Oh, I do have one other thing I'm bringing that might be the best equipment yet. Dale. He's going with us on the trip. He has his own seat in the back seat. And we are going to put him in the room with us because this room, people leave dolls for the woman who died in there and cat toys for her cat that supposedly died in there. Very, very creepy room, just filled with all these creepy things. And we thought Dale would be sort of a novel doll that might get a little attention. So we're going to try some stuff with Dale, see if we can activate some interest.